I'm going to start our tour of the Cambridge Museums with a welcome to the Fashion History Museum at 74 Queen Street East in the Hespeler section of Cambridge, located in the former 1928 post office. The museum collection covers 5 centuries of fashions with a wide variety of garments and a spotlight on 19th and 20th century British, French, American and Canadian clothing and accessories. With over 10,000 pieces, the collection is recognized as one of the best in Canada. Check out their 300 Years of Fashion, from 1720 to 2020, a semi-permanent installation with a rotation of garments that features the history of changing silhouettes, and Frock On, how popular music influenced styles, from floppers to rappers. With changing exhibits throughout the year, there's always something to see, and a great way to do so is to become a member. Members are always the first to know whenever there's a new event or exhibit, and members also enjoy exhibit previews, evening receptions, free lectures and tours, as well as access to the research facilities. There's also a monthly book club, book launches, yearly book sales, plus books that are available to buy at the museum. Specialty tea events are offered throughout the year. This October, a Titanic tea is offered, where you can experience a recreation of the same afternoon tea served aboard the Titanic, April 14th, 1912. A wonderful way to support the museum and buy your own piece of history is the pop-up shop, Encore Vintage, at 35 Queen Street, less than a block away. All proceeds from the sale of vintage clothing, housewares, accessories, and more go to the care and growth of the museum's permanent collection. Admission to the museum is $12 for adults, $8 for students and seniors with ID, and free for youth under 18. Check their website for updated operating hours. In the heart of the historic alt section of Cambridge is the Firehall Museum that's in the original 1898 Fire Hall. At 56 Dixon Street, Cambridge, this free museum is open on Saturday mornings throughout the year and during special events. Come in and view a 1938 fire truck, the brass pole that was used to slide down, the countless displays of antique and vintage firefighting equipment, and ask as many questions as you would like. The volunteers here are delighted to give you answers and can give you a tour of the full museum. The museum has a wide collection of items found from around the world that shows the evolution of fire services from the Victorian era to present day. From the fascinating to the quirky, there's so much to view. For researchers, there's an archive with thousands of photographs, videotapes, documents, and reference materials. At times, the Cambridge Fire Department may also visit with one of their modern fire trucks, giving visitors a chance to see both old and the newest of firefighting equipment. Ring a bell for a donation, try your hand at the vintage siren, and envision yourself in an antique firefighter's uniform racing to a blaze in a horse-drawn fire truck. Wonderful for children, fascinating for adults. This is a must-see museum for all. Let me know you want more episodes of Amazing Cambridge by liking and subscribing. Back in the Hespeler part of Cambridge is the Hespeler Heritage Centre, part of the Company of Neighbours, an organisation committed to improving the sense of community in Hespeler. It's situated in the beautiful former town hall at 11 Tannery Street East, and admittance to this museum is free. Open the door and you'll walk into an eyeful of historic displays. Started in 1992, this centre is dedicated to all things Hespeler and has a vast collection of documents, photos, records, memorabilia and artifacts. What you see is only a fraction of what they have on hand. Their collection is always growing, it's volunteer-driven and registered not-for-profit organisation. The main hall is divided into sections displaying sports, people, historic buildings and more. In the adjacent room, there's a tribute to the industries of Hespeler. If it was made here or they have a connection to Hespeler, they try to display it. This museum is a treasure trove for researchers that are interested in the people or industries in the area. You can learn the stories of the wartime girls that came from Newfoundland to work in the woolen mills, the world-famous heavyweight boxing champion that was raised in Hespeler and had his first fights here, or look up old school photos. Curious about your family that lived here at one point? Interested to know more about your historic Hespeler home? You can work with the Heritage Centre to find out more, or just pop in to see the display and learn more about Hespeler. Check their website for updated hours. Open to the public since 2002, McDougall's Cottage is a granite and limestone labourer's home located at 89 Grand Avenue South in the Galt area of Cambridge. For over a century it was owned by 2 families of Scottish settlers, the McDougalls and the Bards. Today the cottage offers a variety of events that include exhibits, walking tours, concerts, in-person and virtual talks. The cottage itself is an exemplary tribute to the Scottish stonemason's art, and as beautiful as it is outside, it's what's inside that's even more extraordinary. 40 years after the house was constructed, the interior was hand-painted with trompe-l'oeil friezes and murals by James Bard's brother Jack, a photographer, painter, and true-life adventurer. In 2020, an exciting discovery was made when previously hidden 100-year-old wall murals were found underneath layers of paint. A restoration project followed and returned the murals to their former glory. The stunning pocket gardens that surround the cottage were originally planted by James Bard, who had a passion for spring flowers, primroses in particular, and reflect nostalgia for his Scottish Highland homeland. McDougall's Cottage is available for rent for weddings and private events. For details on upcoming events including Enchanted Fairy Tea, the Dark Side of Cambridge Walking Tour, the Amazing Power of Therapy Dogs, and social prescriptions, visit their website. McDougall's current exhibit, now on through December 2023, is entitled Resiliency: Shared Stories of Strength and Survival. Developed in partnership with the members of the Waterloo Region Community and the Canadian Mental Health Association Waterloo Wellington, this exhibit is a multimedia journey of shared personal stories of resiliency and offers resources and strategies to help our community bounce back from life's challenges. Admission to McDougall's Cottage is by donation. Summer hours are Thursday to Sunday, 12 to 4. Check their website to confirm their hours and future events.